So I'm here at the Motel 6 Missoula, and I gotta say, this is the nicest Motel 6 I've ever been to. The last time I stayed at a Motel 6 was in Everett, and we had to take a chair and wedge it against the door because the locks didn't work, and a fight broke out outside of our hotel room. Well, Motel 6 room. So every time I go to book a hotel and I see that, like, oh, maybe Motel 6 is a good option, I remember that and I don't book it. But this time the option was just too good. Missoula is pretty expensive, and the pictures for this Motel 6 looked absolutely lovely. And once you're in the room, there's aspects of it that look like a Motel 6, some of the decor choices, but some of it, like the bathroom in particular, it actually looks more like a boutique hotel, this particular location. So this is the best Motel 6 I've stayed at. The staff are absolutely friendly and lovely and nice. You know, if you're driving, the location's not bad. It's close to a restaurant that we tried that's really quite good called Montana Club. So if you're ever in Missoula, I highly recommend Montana Club. The prime rib Caesar wraps, very good. Cost effective too, like 17 bucks. Very tasty. So I recommend that. So yeah, it's interesting because John and I on our first ever trip stayed at a Motel 6 on Military Road in South Seattle. And so here we are years and years and years later, and we're at another Motel 6. And this one is much nicer than that one was. You know, it's got a flat screen TV, a Philips, I think. You know, and the bathtub's actually pretty big. It's bigger than you'd get in a lot of higher end places. And yeah, again, the decor in the bathroom, a little bit sort of feels more boutique, slightly more upscale. So I gotta say that this Motel 6 gets top marks from me. It's relatively cost effective. Missoula, in fact all of Montana, is a pretty expensive place to stay. That's something that I discovered when trying to book a hotel for tonight because you know, the options were pretty pricey. I don't know what it is about Montana, but even in the surrounding areas, Helena, even Great Falls and other places here in Montana, very pricey for hotels. I don't know what it is. So Motel 6, not a bad option, and this one in particular, it gets the thumbs up. This gets the Vacation Impossible seal of approval. So thank you, Motel 6 Missoula. This is really quite nice. There are nice hills, as you can see, in the surrounding area, but the thing about that is it's all no trespassing, fenced off. I wanted to go climb like that hill behind me there. I wanted to go up there, but I can't because it's trespassing. You know, in a road trip, you're sitting a lot, you're eating a lot of fast food, junk food. So, you know, thinking healthy and making healthy choices can be a challenge. So again, a Caesar wrap at a restaurant, that's not a bad, it's a relatively healthy choice, a little bit better than some of the fast food. We had Jack in the Box earlier today, not a great food choice. So that kind of stuff is a challenge. One thing that you'll notice here at this Motel 6 in Missoula, plenty of parking. So that's very nice. They don't have a pool, and that was kind of an interesting thing. So we go up and we've booked so many hotels on this trip that we don't remember which ones have pools and which don't. So John goes up and, you know, he wanted to, you know, soak in a pool a little bit. He's been driving a lot, you know, he wants to rest his feet and all that, and maybe soak in a nice pool or a whirlpool, hot tub, something. So we're checking in. We ask the front desk person. We say, like, hey, you know, do you have a pool at this location? She goes, no, Motel 6s don't have pools. Not so. I stayed at a Motel 6 in Tigard, which is in Oregon, and it had a pool that was actually quite nice. So that's fine. She probably didn't know or something. Maybe she didn't understand the question. Maybe she meant this Motel 6. But anyways, it's a pretty good option. Gets the Vacation Impossible seal of approval. Now, last night we were at Extended Stay America. Ooh, Extended Stay America. You're letting it down a little bit. Had to go, and the thing about an extended stay is that's meant for people who are like probably traveling for work. So extended stay, it's in the name. They're going to be there for a while. But you get a kitchenette, which is good, which is nice. So if you're trying to save money, you know, making your own food a little cheaper, save some money there instead of eating out all the time, that's a fine option. But there's not anything there, like there's no pots, there's no pans, there's no cutlery in this the particular one we were at in Bothell, the Extended Stay America in Bothell. As well, we booked on Hotwire, and Hotwire can be a great option, but Hotwire guarantees you it sleeps the number of people. It doesn't necessarily guarantee you the number of beds you want. We wanted 2 beds, there was only one, but the couch was a pullout. So we pull it out, and there's no linens for it at all. There's none on it already. We checked every crevice in that room. There was nothing. So we had to call down to the front desk, and they said, oh, come down and we'll give you some. So they don't bring it to your room. It was a little late, so that's fair. I go down, and they had it all ready for me, and the lady at the front desk of the Extended Stay America in Bothell, super, super nice. She was full of energy, really positive, like just a great person to interact with. So she's fantastic. But what we discovered, I go down and, it's I got to carry all this stuff, and John wanted an extra towel, so I got an extra towel while I was down there, and I had to carry it up, and then I had to make my own bed, and so that's fine, but that's the cost of saving money. If we were to Hilton property, the stuff would have been there. They might have offered, if it wasn't, they would bring it up to you. They probably wouldn't make you come down to the front desk, although sometimes at any Hilton Garden Inn they might ask you to. So it's not a bad option, but it's it doesn't feel like the lap of luxury. If you're wanting to impress someone at a hotel stay, if it's your anniversary, if it's Valentine's Day, if you're on a trip with someone and you want to impress them, an Extended Stay America isn't the way to go. And honestly, Motel 6 probably isn't either. This is for, someone that you're not trying to impress. John and I, we've been traveling for over 15 years, so this was just about saving some money, being cost effective. Now, from this point forward in the trip, we're staying at Hilton properties. Every single place we're stopping except for Grand Falls. We're staying at an independent place in Grand Falls that John found and booked. So we're really looking forward to all of that. This has been a fun trip so far. This is the end of day 2. So day 1 was Vancouver to Bothell, which is just east of Seattle. And this is day 2, which was Bothell to Missoula. I have trouble saying Missoula without making a funny voice. I don't know. It just sounds strange. So I do. But that is today. So tomorrow we are leaving Missoula from the Motel 6, and we are going to be driving to Deadwood, South Dakota, which is just north of Mount Rushmore, a little northwest of Mount Rushmore. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to that. Along the way, we're going to be trying to make 2 stops. One is at Little Bighorn Memorial. So hope to be showing you some of that and checking that out. It's right along the highway, right along the route. It's not out of our way at all. It's just going to be a stop. We'll probably stop for, I don't know, at least 10 minutes, but we'll see. I don't know what there is to do there. And then, then we're going to stop at something called the Geographical Center of the Nation. So that is just north of Deadwood. So we're going to check that out. It's in a place called Belforche. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. So we're going to stop in Belforche for the Geographical Center of the Nation. So this is the center of the entire United States. This is post-1959. It includes where Alaska and Hawaii is. And someone calculated exactly where the center of the entire 50-state nation of the United States was, and it's in this place. So we're going to go there shortly before we end up in Deadwood. It's going to be a long drive. We're looking at 9 to 10 hours of driving tomorrow, probably. And today and yesterday wasn't anywhere near that. The first day was about 2 hours. Today, I haven't done the math, but it wasn't that bad. I think we left the hotel, not sure when, but it was it was pretty good. So the drive here was nice, passing through Idaho. Not a lot to see, but it's been a lot of fun so far, but the journey has just begun. This is only the end of day 2. We are on the road for 16 and a half days, basically. Day 1 was sort of the half day, so it was around 4:30 p.m. We left Vancouver, headed down to Bothell, and then we went today from Bothell to Missoula here in Montana. Montana's very nice. The guy from Hunt for Red October was right. It is nice to have seen Montana. I like it. So yeah, this has been fun. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. The reason we ask you for that is not so that we can feel wonderful about ourselves, although hey, why not? That's nice. But the reason that we ask is because it actually helps other people discover the video. So if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, pay it forward. Maybe someone else will find it and enjoy it too. That's fantastic. And thank you so much if you subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. And yeah. We will be posting more videos. So if you do subscribe, make sure that you have notifications turned on so you get notified. We might even be going live. So if you want to catch some of our on-location live streams, turn on notifications, hit that bell icon, get notified. You can join the fun as it happens. And that would be really great. We really appreciate it. And so my question to you is, question of the day. what was your experience with a Motel 6? Have you enjoyed staying at Motel 6s? Or what's your thought of that? Is it the most budget option that you wouldn't do? Does it make a nice option? Do you want to be picky about it? How do you feel about Motel 6? What do you think? Would you like to see us review more Motel 6s? Let us know in the comments down below. I'm curious about your experiences with Motel 6s. We've been kind of loyal to Hilton lately, but this has actually been a very nice, sort of going back in time. It's been nostalgic and in a good way. So this has been great. So yeah, stay subscribed with notifications on, and we will see you in the next video and in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.